Okay, so I'm getting ready to pot some colmnular trees, and I had some questions on some potting soils and what mixes I use. And honestly, I kind of use different stuff sometimes. So I've kind of been using some of the raised bed mixes, but I don't like using completely the raised bed mix. Let me show you the difference between some of them here. Okay, the Burpee Organics. I like this, but it has a lot of cocoa in it. You can see that. So I like to mix this in just because it has the cocoa in it. And then this is kind of like a cheaper potting soil that I bought here. And this one, this is kind of more like dirt. It kind of crumbles. It has a lot of compost and stuff in it. You can see a lot of sand. It's supposed to be a potting mix, but I really don't like the consistency. So I'll take something like that and kind of mix it with this, and then here's another one that's got a lot of coconut core in it. So you can kind of see. How that one, it'll hold moisture, but it tends to dry out too quick. So that's kind of why I add it with like this one. And then there's the Fertilome. I like it, but it seems like it has a lot of peat moss in it, maybe. So this one's got a little bit of perlite too, and it's pretty soft. So I do like the consistency of this one, but it just dries out too fast for me. So that's where I'll kind of add the raised bed soil, one of these two, or a little bit of even this kind of a potting mix that's kind of just got clumps of dirt in it. And in the end, this is kind of what I'm going for. Is it's got some organic stuff in it, but not too much. And I'll probably honestly add a little bit more of the cocoa just to kind of loosen it up a little bit, make it a little fluffier. See, when you squeeze it, it kind of clumps up. I'll mix that coconut in a little bit better. But yeah, I mean, anything that kind of drains well, you know, and then if it seems like it's too muddy when you add water to it in the container, I'll add the perlite too, and that seems to help a lot. So I'll kind of get this mix and see if I think it's gonna, you know, hold water or let it run through it. So I'll get a little bit of it wet and kind of see what it's like, if it drains or not. And that's pretty much how I come up with the mixes for my fruit trees in containers. Okay, so then once I have my mix about how I want it, and I'm just gonna fill up about 4 or 3 3-gallon pots with this, so it's probably more than what I need. So if I have extra, I might throw it in some of these other pots just on top. But then I'll take the tree tone and put just a little bit in there. I usually don't like using the tree tone because it's a little bit stronger. I'll usually get the biotone, and that seems to work a little bit better. So I usually just take that and kind of sprinkle a little bit in there. I don't want to overdo it, especially if you've got some organic material in there. You really don't need that much, and depending on what kind of a tree you're planting. So I just kind of dusted the top a little bit. Okay, so then we kind of mix it all in, and then we'll get the trees in the pots. Okay, so we've got 3 apples, 2 colmnular and 1 dwarf. We have the ambrosia dwarf apple and the ultra spire colonnade and the scarlet spire.